Hi everyone, welcome to Majesty's House of Music. I'm Emmanuel. I'm going to give you a lesson in the key of C major. Today I'm in the key of C major, and in this lesson I'm going to show you a passing chord movement from your 3 chord to your 2 chord. Okay, so I'll explain what that means, and the move I'm going to be used is a very simple move. See that move? That's the move I'm going to use, and I'm going to break it down so that you'll be able to understand it. Not very complicated. So these are beginner to intermediate kind of a lesson. Okay, so just beginning with those who maybe don't have an idea about what you're doing. The key of C major has this scale, all the white notes. Okay, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so when you're talking about the 3 to the 2, we are talking about moving from the E to the D. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So from the E to the D. Okay, so for you to be able to understand the chords that are in this key, you need to be familiar with the chord scale or the number system. Simply put, every position in the scale of any key has a particular chord that is played. So, for example, in the key of C major, chord 1 is a major chord, which is C major. Chord 2 is a minor chord, which is D minor. Chord 3 is a minor chord, which is E minor. Chord 4 is a major chord, which is F major. Chord 5 is a major chord, which is G major. Chord 6 is a minor chord, and that is A minor. Chord 7 is diminished, which is B diminished. Back to chord 8 or chord 1, C major. So the 3 to the 2, that would be E minor to the D minor. Okay, so between these 2 chords, you can realize that there is a note in between here. Okay, this is what we'll use as our passing chord. So a passing chord is simply a chord that is used to connect you from one position of the scale to another. So if I'm moving from position 3 to position 2, I have this D sharp here that I'm going to use as a passing chord. Okay, and I'm going to use it as a diminished 7th chord. Okay, now a diminished chord, the D sharp diminished chord, is D sharp, F sharp, and A. Okay, if you are not familiar with these chords, please check out my C major course and also the ebook that comes along with it. You can order that course through WhatsApp or email. I go down into breaking down those basics of chords and scales and all that. If you're interested to order that full C major course that I think runs for almost 3 hours, check my WhatsApp number and my email address in the description below the video. I'll guide you on how you can order the full key C course. Okay, so the diminished chord, D sharp diminished chord, is D sharp, F sharp, and A. To get a diminished 7th chord, I'm going to add a 4th note to this chord, and that is a C. Okay, so this is the chord I'm going to use as my passing chord to my 2 chord, which is D minor. Something else to note is that I'm going to play my chords as minor 7s or major 7s. I'm adding the 7th note. So for example, for the 3 chord, you can play E minor or E minor 7th. Okay, E minor would be E, G, B. If you want the E minor 7th, add the D on top. Okay, and for the 2 chord, D minor is D, F, and A, but you can add the C on top to get a D minor 7th. Okay, so I'm moving from the 3 E minor 7th to the D sharp diminished 7th, then to the D minor 7th. Okay, so okay, and then my next chord will be a 5 chord. What is a 5 chord in the key of C? That will be G major. Okay, and remember, you can play this in any inversion. Okay, in the full course I cover inversions, so if you don't know inversions, please just get the course. that will make it easy for you. Now, for the 5 chord, I'm going to use this inversion, but I can use another variation, a 7th of this chord, which would be a dominant 7th chord. So that would be a G dominant 7th chord. Instead of playing the G major, G, B, D, I add an F to get a G dominant 7th chord. I'm going to play this in this inversion, G major, add the F, get a G dominant 7th chord. Okay, and then my next chord after the 5, the G dominant 7th chord, will be a 1 chord, which is C major 7. Okay, C major is C, E, G, add the B to get C major 7th chord. Okay, so that will be 3, flat 3, which is D sharp diminished 7th, to the 2, D minor 7th, to the 5, G dominant 7th, to the 1, C major 7th. Okay, so my first chord will be a 4, which is F major, then to that 3, then to the flat 3, the passing chord, D sharp diminished 7th, then to the 2, D minor 7th, to the 5, G dominant 7th, to the 1, C major 7th. So the full progression is again the 4, F major, to the 3, E minor 7th, to the passing chord, the flat 3, D sharp diminished 7th, to the 2, D minor 7th, to the 5, G dominant 7th, to the 1, C major 7. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 5, 1. So I want you to realize I use the passing chord very fast. So it's 4, 3. See that? I want you to practice that movement slowly. Okay? So 4, 3. Okay, 4, 3, the passing chord to the 2, 5, 1. So 4, 3. Okay, now that's the basic way of doing it. And if you saw what I played something a little different. So what I played was this. Again, it's still the same movement, but just with a slight variation. So let's look at this variation. So the 4 chord, so you see on the 4, on the left hand I'm playing F and C, on the right hand I'm playing F, G, A and C. This is called an add 9 chord, so it's F add 9. F major add 9 means we are adding the G. Okay, and the 9, it's called the 9 because the 9 is the same as the 2. And in the key of F, G is the 2. Okay, so that's why it's called the 9. Okay, so that's an F add 9 chord for the 4. And then when I move to the 3, I play E and C on my left, and on the right, I just play a C major chord. Instead of playing the E minor 7, I just play a C major chord. Okay, so this is called a slash chord because I'm playing a C and an E on the left, different notes. So E and C on the left, the right is playing C major in this inversion, E, G and C. So from the 4 to the 3, and then the passing chord, then to the 2, and then when I move to the 5, I play a number of passing chords also. Before that 5, there are 2 passing chords. C major on the right with A on the left, then a B major on the right, F sharp, B, and D sharp. Okay, that is B major in the root position. This is an inversion of B major. Now this chord is non-diatonic. It's not in the scale. It's a chord which is off the scale. So we're just using it as a passing chord. So don't ask me why are you playing a B major, yet B major is not in the scale of C. Okay, so it's a passing chord. Okay, so that B major, so C and A on the left, B major and G sharp or F flat on the left, and then okay, and then the 5. Okay, now in this case for the 5 I'm playing the G on the right, but on the left I'm playing F, A and D. Okay, it's kind of a D minor inverted. Okay, so that is what I'm playing for the 5, and then back to the 1. So it's, now you look at my 1 chord is a C major 7th, but with an added 9th on top, or an added 2nd. Okay, just look at this. This is C and C on the left, and on the right I'm playing E, G, C. Okay, sorry, E, G, B. So if you look at this chord, this is a C major 7th chord. Okay, because it's a C major, C, E, G with an added 7th, which is B, and then another added 9th, which is D. Okay, now I'm also doubling up the C on the left. See that? You can also add a G. So it's a C major 9th, oh? Okay, or a C major 7th with an added 9th. Okay, so the full thing, 1, okay, chord 4, chord 3, passing chord to the 2, and then C over A, B major over A flat, G, 1, C major 9th. So again, okay, you can do it to different speeds or paces. Now this is just a progression, and you are likely to come across this progression in many songs. Whatever song you'll be playing, I don't know what song you'll be playing, but somehow you'll come across this progression. So these kind of passing chords are going to help you to spice up your music and to fill in the dull moments of, before you move from one chord to another. And as I said, if you want to learn more in the key of C, I have a full course in the key of C which runs for almost 3 hours. And in that course, I begin with the scale, the chords, the passing chords, progressions, substitutions, very many things. If you want to learn more, as I've said, send me a message on WhatsApp or my email, and I'll guide you on how you can order the full key C course. Just tell me you want the full key C major course, just at a small fee to also help support this work, and you'll be blessed, okay? So if you're interested to learn more in this key, just send me a message. All my contacts and my links to my website will be in the description below this video. So thank you for watching. See you in the next class.